Hello everyone and welcome back to Whiz. I'm Priyadarshan here, your host master, and I'm here with the answers for yesterday's 5 questions and 5 more exciting new questions for you today. So I hope you're ready for it. I hope you've done up on some reading, and let's get to it. So here comes question number 1 for yesterday. Codex Argenteus is the other name for what was created in the city of Ravenna in the early 6th century. Soon after its creation, the book went missing. 1,000 years later, it resurfaced in Germany. 2 scribes have been identified in creating this book. One scribe wrote the Gospels of Matthew and John. The other wrote the Gospels of Mark and Luke. So which book are we talking about? So the book that we are talking about is the Silver Bible. Now, the Silver Bible is the oldest and most extensive text in the Gothic language that has survived till our time. So, many of you may not have known that, so that's some trivia for you. Moving on to question number 2 for yesterday. While most women enhance their eyelash line with mascara and falsies, this actress didn't have to. She had a genetic mutation. According to State, this mutation, known as lymphedema syndrome, was caused by a gene called FOXC2. Apparently, 7% of the people with this mutation also have heart disease. And the actress did have heart troubles that led to her death. Name this actress who was on the cover page of Life magazine a record number of times. So this actress that we are talking about is Elizabeth Taylor. So we all would have seen her movies, we would have seen her acting, but I don't know how many of you all would have known about this genetic mutation of hers. So that was our second question. Moving on to our third question for yesterday. She wrote around 100 children's books, which have been translated into 74 languages, making her the 9th most read children's author in the world. Publishers originally rejected her first book about Pippi Longstocking, but she went on to win a children's book competition in 1945. Pippi Longstocking soon won the hearts of children worldwide. After her death in 2002, the Swedish government created the world's largest prize for children's literature in her name. So identify this author. So the author that we are talking about is Astrid Lindgren. So Astrid Lindgren is the name of the author, and that was the answer for the third question for yesterday. Moving on to our fourth question for yesterday. In the world of Flintstones, what was used as currency? So in the world of Flintstones, they used to use clam shells as currency. So many of you would be remembering it now from the cartoon. So that was a fun question for you. Moving on to our last question for yesterday. It was a part of the Olympic schedule between 1900 and 1920 and occurred at 5 different Summer Olympic Games. The nation to win the most medals in this was Britain with 5, that was 2 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze. Then the US with 3, 1 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze. While Sweden had 1 gold medal, France and Netherlands had 1 silver medal each, and Belgium had only 1 bronze medal. So which sport are we talking about? So the sport that we are talking about is tug of war. So it was a part of the Olympics, not anymore, but this was the game that was played then, and Great Britain ruling it at that time. So those were the answers for the 5 questions for yesterday. And now it's time to move on to the 5 questions for today. So here comes question number 1. Longmont, Colorado is where he opened a butcher shop in the year 1898. His foray into the butcher shop business failed, though, because a local hotel didn't buy from him and he refused to give liquor to the hotel cook. This founder's name is Aptronym. Now identify the franchisee or the chain that he started. So that was the first question for today. Moving on to question number 2 for today. which you should be able to see an image right about now. So now that you've seen the image, I have a very short question for you. Which concept originated? Because of the two things that you can see in the picture, I want you to tell me which concept originated from here. So that is our second question. Moving on to our third question. You push the button, we do the rest, said this person. Identify him and the product that he came up with. And you should be able to see an image of the person right about now. So that was our third question. Moving on to our fourth question for today, called the All Thing. It was established in 930. This is in Iceland. What historical importance has this place got? And you should be able to see an image of the place right about now. So that was our fourth question. Moving on to question number 5 for today. Incitactus is the name of the horse. This Roman emperor loved his horse so much that he gave him a marble stall, an ivory manger, a jeweled collar, and even a house. The emperor made his horse a senator too. So who is this Roman emperor that we are talking about? So those were our 5 questions for today. I hope you enjoyed them. I'll be looking forward to your answers in the comments below. And do not forget, I'll be back tomorrow with 5 more questions and the answers for today's questions. So I hope you enjoyed the answers and thank you for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, this is your host Priyadarshan signing off. So stay safe, take care, good night, and let's keep quizzing.